And we are live. I don't know how the screen looks, people. You probably can see the door and stuff. But let me just sort this out, people. Bear with me, but welcome to the channel.
You get more of the picture in there that we've got.
Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the watch along, people. Making sure my camera's all set up properly. A bit of a rush, people, to get this watch along patterned for today. My first watch along for a very, very long time. I hope everybody's feeling good, whether you're passing through the channel or whether you're here to stay. Sorry, I'm just being put off for a bit.
Just realised that that's not on the screen. Let me change it to another.
So, guys, I hope you guys are feeling good. Hope you had a good weekend, people. We are here for the PSG versus Chelsea, the final of the Club World Cup, people. Smash a like on your entry, of course. So, yeah, today is hopefully going to be a good game. Hopefully, we're going to see PSG dominate Chelsea. We want to see that. We are Man United fans here, so we want to see Chelsea get slapped. Before we start watching the game, there's a few Man United news. Not big news, but I mean, I guess the Onana thing's a big news. Onana is injured apparently, and he will be injured for at least 5 6 weeks. He's going to miss the start of the season and the USA tour. That is depending on what side of the fence you're on. I mean, either way, this is the big thing because if you listen to Man United want to keep him, and they're not really in the market fully for a goalkeeper anyway. So this might force Man United now to take the goalkeeper thing a lot more serious. I mean, it seems as if United are not taking the goalkeeper situation as serious as the fans. I think most of the fans want Onana to be sold and for us to get a new goalkeeper in. But this might force United's hands. So if you're in that camp, then you might actually be happy that Onana is injured. Me, I'm not in that camp. I'm not a hater. I do want a better goalkeeper, but it doesn't mean Onana has to leave. He could just be the second goalkeeper. Or I don't think the goalkeeper is more important than a central midfielder or a striker. That's just my opinion. It is important, maybe the third on the list, but not more important. Our main issue last season wasn't conceding goals. Our main issue last season was scoring goals. I'm just an objective and pragmatic person who tells the truth. We conceded just as many goals as anybody else. The issue was we didn't score goals. Hence why the attack is our priority. It's just common sense, people, logic. But people want to be emotional and just focus their hate on Onana and be excited that he's injured. I just feel like it's stupid and it's typical gremlin fans really on Twitter. But here we go. Onana's injured. So what does that mean? We apparently according to the news, we could be going in for a keeper that we apparently let go, and he's rated £7 million. We've already let him go to Bayern Leverkusen, and we could just get him back for cheap. So that is an option for Manchester United. And also, there's news that Barcelona want Rashford, but they want Rashford on loan, not a permanent deal, as most of us probably hope, but a loan deal, which is not good. Nobody wants that. We want Rashford gone. We want to receive money for Rashford so we can reimburse the money and get more players, get new players, so we can add to the squad. That's what United really need. So while we will take what we get if they pay all of Rashford's wages while taking him on loan, then perhaps we might be interested in it. But we need a permanent deal for Rashford. That's clear. So that's a bit of a news on Rashford, a bit of an update in terms of where we are. And also Fabrizio Romano has tweeted recently that, just to remind us, we know this already and we've heard this already, but just a reminder that Alejandro Garnacho's preference is to stay in the Premier League. That has narrowed down his potential avenues for playing time. But that's all the news quickly for us to go through. We can now turn our focus on the match at hand, people, which will be kicking off in literally a few seconds now. I don't know how to. Let me just get back to that screen. There you go, guys. So yeah, like I said, that's just a bit of news for everyone in terms of Man United. In terms of the game today, PSG versus Chelsea, I'm intrigued to see how this new Chelsea lineup. I don't think Chelsea are finished in the transfer market yet. I think they still have things to do. They still have business to do. But I've been hearing, especially from Chelsea fans, how good their midfield is. I've been hearing from Chelsea fans how their midfield can stand up to most midfields in the world. So I'm just interested today to see how Chelsea's midfield match up to PSG's midfield. Midfield. And many people say PSG's midfield is the best midfield in the world. And to be fair, I mean, you struggle to find anybody who can argue against that. The way that they move the ball around, the way that they change position, the fluidity of the way they play is the thing that impresses me the most. I can't stand this new way of playing where the managers now are all just fancy managers with their fancy formations, and you got to stay here and you got to do the 3-5 this and 4-4 this and stay in this zone and all these things. These managers are killing footballers. They're killing football. We have to be forced to watch, in my opinion, some of the worst football I've seen in years. In years. So I'm glad when I watch PSG to see not only the PSG midfield three moving the ball around at speed and also moving into space and just playing football with confidence and fluidity. But also the front three. The front three are not static. They don't stay in their positions. They attack the space. If there's space that's free, that need to be attacked, they will move away from their position and go into a new position. Fluidity. And we've missed that. We've missed that in football. I think a lot of these modern coaches are just coaching the confidence, coaching that fluidity out of players, and players are just scared of making mistakes. Right now, this PSG team, they're on cloud nine. They've won, I think, about 4 trophies. They've won all their domestic trophies, all the trophies they can win in France, plus the Champions League trophy. So at least 4 trophies, I believe. So if they win this trophy, they've basically won all the trophies they could win. This is what you call utter dominance. Utter dominance. And the reason why, like I said, I like this, another reason why I like this is because they're doing it by playing, in my opinion, football. They're not doing all this stat stuff. Let's just buy all the players with the best stats. No. Luis Enrique has created a team that is functional. Every player complements the other player. The fluidity, the control in what they're doing. Every player knows what they are doing in this team. It is such a breath of fresh air to watch this team play football. So, in terms of Chelsea, Chelsea's midfield is very robust. Caicedo, Enzo, those sort of players, they're not going to take it lying down. They're not going to move the ball like PSG moved the ball, but they might be hard to break down. They're not going to be, I don't think, so easily penetrated. I'm expecting a decent game. I'm expecting Chelsea to try and hit PSG on the break. I'm quite intrigued. Who's going to start? I think João Pedro might start ahead of, there you go. João Pedro starts up front for Chelsea today ahead of Delap, which is quite intriguing. I think that's, but Delap's on the bench. So apparently Delap's not allowed to play if he's suspended or something because he's got too many yellow cards, which is quite interesting. But he's on the bench anyway, Delap, apparently. So we will see. So yeah, 4-2-3-1. You got Palmer on the right, and I'm pretty sure Palmer will drift infield off the right onto his left foot as he does, and João Pedro and Neto might just drift in off the left onto his right foot. So 2 sort of 10s inverting wide. You got flipping João Pedro in the middle, who is not really an out and out striker. He is João Pedro, yeah, is a good buy for Chelsea because he's somebody that can play anywhere in the front three. João Pedro is a good buy. Is a good player. João Pedro can play right forward, he can play left forward, and he can play forward. I think he's still young, so he's got room to grow and room to improve. I think that's a good signing for Chelsea. He's the sort of player that I wish we had signed. Listen, I wish that I don't wish we would have got him, but I wouldn't have mind getting João Pedro and Cunha and Mbumo if we could get him. I've always liked João Pedro. Always. When he played for Brighton, he always looked like Brighton's most impressive, most dangerous player, to be fair. So I'm surprised the game hasn't started yet. I thought the game would kick off at 8 o'clock. It says 8 o'clock kickoff. And now it's 8:05 and the game still hasn't kicked off yet. Like, yeah, but this is crazy. In Europe, there's no you have to start on time. It's legal requirements. People like the broadcasters and everything else, you have to start on time. They got shows to run. This is insane that it's scheduled for 8 o'clock and it's 8:06 and the game hasn't kicked off yet, people.
If the game overruns, they carry on showing the game. So it interrupts. They do all the time.
Oh my gosh, and still it hasn't started yet. We've went to 2 ad breaks, right? We've come back and now the boxer announcer is now going to announce the start of the game. I'm not going to lie, people. This sort of Americanized, everyone enter the pitch as individuals to get their individual names called out, even though this is a team sport. I hate this shit. I hate it. I hate the fact there is this guy, this boxer, this let's get ready to rumble. I hate that they've turned this into some sort of battle, into a box. No, this is football. It's about art and technique. Like, what the heck, man? This is... listen, as soon as I heard Robbie Williams and these guys sing this corny ass shitty song, I was like, let me turn this off right now, yeah? Let me turn this off right now because I can't deal. I can't deal with this stupidness when it comes to football. I'm a football purist, man. I don't like all of this nonsense. This is ridiculous, man. I hate the fact, yeah, that in life, yeah, you always have to pander to the person with the money. I just can't stand that, bro. If America has the money, there's so much money in America, in this country, because this country just steals all the money from all the other countries, right? So there's so much money in America. So we have to be here to get Americans to buy into football so we can get even more money. And so we have to pander to them. We have to do all this announcement shit and all this sparkle and all of this stuff just so we can Americanize the sport, so we can attract American money. Even though a lot of our football clubs, Arsenal, Man United, we all have American owners. So they already have their grips in a lot of our football clubs. But football's good when it doesn't have that American capitalistic tint on the product. Anyway, guys, the game has started. We're 20 seconds into the game. So hopefully, like I said, we've got a good game. Look like flipping Chelsea. I've started with four at the back. It looks like a 4-3-3. Big up the chat. Big up yourself, Osman. Big up yourself, bro. Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're having a good day, Oz. The sun's out. What's Osman saying? Let's not forget, we're here to see the pageantry and stage shows for the historic, beloved, storied Club World Cup. Football is a minor feature of the undercard. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it seems. I'm not gonna lie, Oz. I have not sit and watched any of these games, bro. I've kept up to date with what's going on in all the games and who's winning, but I haven't sat yet and watched 90 minutes of any of these games at all. So the first time I've actually logged on, seen all of the pageantry, seen all the singing and stuff. And yes, this is the final, so you're gonna get all of this stuff anyway. In the World Cup final, you get all of that stuff. But Yeah, man, I'm just not with it, bro. I'm just not with it at all. But Chelsea have started well. Chelsea have started quickly, which is good. I mean, we need to unsettle this PSG team because once this PSG team get into their rhythm, and it's not hard for them to get into their rhythm. It's very, very difficult to beat them. There we go. Oh, ball into the box. Hey, handball, handball. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to see what Caicedo, Enzo can do in that midfield. But this is a promising start by Chelsea. Mm, there you go. There you go. Mendes on the ball. I like Mendes. I mean, Mendes is probably. I mean, he might say he's one of the best left backs in Europe. I think he is. He's definitely one of them. Whether he is the best left back in Europe, that's open to debate. But Mendes is so good, man. That's Caicedo. Yeah, yeah. That free kick there. Caicedo is going to be on their necks. I can tell that today. Caicedo is going to be running his socks off, and like he usually does, he's going to be a Rottweiler in that midfield, and he's going to have to be. He's going to have to be. You can't allow Vitinha and these guys to get into their rhythm. No rhythm. Break up their play. Concede a little cheap foul here or there if you have to. That's how Chelsea are going to have to win this game. Pushing them back. Oh, oh. Neto had to follow him, Hakimi, all the way back. Let's keep watching that because Hakimi was very, very high there. So right back, he makes runs like right winger. So Pedro Neto is going to have to be clued on. That's a nice turn. That's a nice turn. Here we go. Cross it in. There's a goal. If you crossed it in, Jao Pedro. If his head was up there, that's that. That's that look up. I know you don't need to stare at your feet when you're dribbling. If he was just more aware of what was going on around him, that's a goal right there, you know. Yeah, Chelsea's had a good start. The thing about Chelsea that frustrates me is that they know how to win, man. Like, if Chelsea win this Club World Cup after only finishing wherever they finish and winning the Conference League, if they manage to beat PSG, I reckon, I mean, they could do it, but oh my gosh. Can you imagine, bro? Because Chelsea they look all right. They've been moving the ball decently. You have to be honest. Oh my God, Ruiz. Yeah, there you go, Caicedo. No, that's one thing Caicedo doesn't have. As much as people want to wax lyrical about Caicedo, who is essentially Kante 2.0, I'm somebody who appreciates technical ability above athleticism. And all these athletes that can run around and tackle, and people call these guys like the best midfielders in the world because they can run around for days and tackle. I'm always like, bro, what's his first touch like? What's his long passing like? Can he pass? Can he switch play? Like Caicedo on the ball is good. He's good on the ball, but he's not excellent on the ball. He's not Rodrigo. Sorry, he's not Rodri on the ball. He's not Carrick. He's not Pogba. So it's like, I always like to say, listen, these DMs that run around and tackle, that everyone says are the best player, Caicedo's our best player. I'm like, he's a very effective player for you, right? He's not your best footballer. Cole Palmer is. He's not your best player. Look at that ball from Caicedo. It's a good ball though, but it will slightly overhit. Here's Cole Palmer. There we go. Patient from Chelsea, bringing the ball back. That's good. I'm surprised that 7 minutes in. I mean, it's only 7 minutes in. The game's just started. But Chelsea so far, they're moving the ball really well. That see stuff like that from Caicedo. The fact that he didn't control that ball just there. Those are the kind of things I look at and I'm like, bro, you can run around with your elephant lungs. I hate that we always over. Oh, here we go, finish. Oh, oh, I thought that went in. I thought that went in, people. Yeah, I think everyone thought that went in. I'm not gonna lie, I reckon he should have done better there. He's got to get on target. He's got enough space. Yeah, this is a good start from Chelsea. Really, really good start. Cole Palmer probably should have done better. He had enough space and enough time to get that shot on target. Probably should have made the goalkeeper work. Osman, as much as I hate to give Chelsea credit for anything, I always love a shirt without sponsors look sharp. Yeah, I agree with you, Oz. I agree with you. Like, but Oz, they've had no sponsor for about, I'm pretty sure they've had it for like 2 seasons now, right? The last 2 seasons, they haven't had a sponsor. It looks clean, bro. Like, it looks clean. It always gives me, listen, that Chevrolet logo, that gold stupid cross in Man United's kit is the worst looking thing, yeah, that I've seen in a long time, bro. Like, but I agree with you, bro. When you have a kit, yeah, with no stupid, ugly sponsor at the front, just nice and clean, bro. Like, it looks good. Chelsea's kit looks good, I ain't gonna lie. Also, first 10 minutes here, João Pedro has not played well. He didn't look up when he had the ball and he could have crossed it in for Gusto. And his last few touches of the ball have been terrible. He hasn't been able to flip in and hold the ball up or just control the ball at all. So he hasn't had a good start to the game, João Pedro, but that's fine. We just monitor that. PSG now getting into the game. Doué. Yeah, there you go. They're moving the ball around now. It's like Chelsea are in a really, really tight low block. They've got like a back five going on right now. And yeah, it's a really, really tight low block. Their back line and their midfield line are so close together right now. And their back line is basically on the 18-yard box. So they're going to be hard to break down for sure. But right now, PSG just feeling the ball, man. They need to feel the ball because it's been all Chelsea the first 10 minutes of the game. So they need to get into the game and start passing around. But Chelsea don't really want PSG to start doing this, man. Start feeling comfortable, man. They don't want that. You have to be so disciplined and just so focused and concentrate. Oh, nah, that touch there was horrible, boy. Who's that? Mendes on the floor. Oof. That João Pedro almost flipping and kicked him in his head with his studs. Flipping it, man. I'm trying to take man out. Man tried to do that flipping. Who is that? Guile from Street Fighter. That spinning kick. That whoop. That law from flipping Tekken kick. That's what he tried to do, man. We haven't seen Dembele on the ball yet. Really. Many people are saying Dembele's is guaranteed the Ballon d'Or. I don't know what you guys feel about that, but I've always liked Dembele, man. I've always said out of the French guys, him, Martial, Mbappe, those sort of French forwards, I've always said he's the best. He's the best technical footballer out of the four. Mm, Martial was very technical, but Martial's injuries killed him. And to be honest, Dembele's injuries, I thought killed him too. I thought Ben Dembele was done. He was every year Dembele had a long-term injury. Every season, this man was out for a long period of time with injuries. His Barcelona stint was just littered with injuries, littered, and they played him on the wing as well. You know, but I've always rated Dembele, always liked him, and I like the fact he's in conversations that I thought he would be in, Ballon d'Or conversations. This sort of false nine role that he's in, where he doesn't need to be a target man because he's not a target man. He's not someone to stay up. He's not a Jokeres. He's not a target man, and he's not someone who plays off the shoulder either. He doesn't have like, I'm not quite sure if he has that electric pace like he used to have because his knees are broken, bro, Dembele. But he still has a technical ability. And I always say, listen, one thing I know for sure, yeah, is when Mbappe loses his pace, he's not going to be able to do what Dembele is doing and drop into pockets and receive the ball and bring others into play and be clever. He's not that. He's just all pace and run, shoot. Run, shoot. That's what Mbappe is. And when he does lose his pace, like Rashford, he's going to be half the player. If you can lose your pace, your lightning pace, and still be as good, then I'll rate you because it means you haven't relied on your pace to play football. You've relied on your technical ability first and foremost. Pace is something you're born with. You're just born like you don't decide to be quick. You're just quick. That's it. So I'm liking what I've been seeing from Dembele the last 2 seasons. And I think he deserves it, man. If he wins the Ballon d'Or, I think he deserves it. He's had a great season. Goal kick to Chelsea. Oh, that's a good pass. Joao Pedro loses the ball again. Every time Joao Pedro's had the ball this half, he's lost it. And even then, yeah, 14 minutes when he picked the ball up in the centre circle, it's a very simple pass that he can make to keep the ball, but he chose to try to dribble and he chose to try to do something difficult. It's interesting because the last game when he scored, I think he scored 2 goals or he scored a wonder goal. Everyone was waxing lyrical about him, and I still think he's good because before this match started, I was saying that I like Joao Pedro, but he hasn't had a good start to this game for Chelsea. And I feel like the next time he touches the ball, he needs to keep it simple. You know when you've touched the ball 4 times in a row and every single time you've lost the ball, the next time, oh, here we go. Oh, you got to shoot. You have to shoot, Doué. Is that Doué? Was that Doué? It was Doué. You got to shoot, my friend. What a ball. See that from Fabian Ruiz, yeah? See that there? That's what Joao Pedro should have done on the other side. Joao Pedro's not interested in looking down at his feet. He knows where the ball is. He's got the ball under control. He just wants to put the ball into the box. And flipping heck, man. Doué, you gotta shoot, bro. You've got I understand. Oh, here we go. Gusto. What a ball, by the way. What a ball. I don't know who pulled that back. Hey! Oh, unlucky Enzo. Who was that on the left? Who played that ball to Gusto? What a ball to Gusto. Flipping it. It looks like the game is opening up a little bit, people. A little bit. All right, Donnarumma. Straight to Chelsea. Yeah. Chelsea might be all right this season. Chelsea might. So far, they've started the game well. There's enough. I've seen enough of Chelsea in this match, yeah, to feel that they can win this game. Will they? Of course, that's a question. But they have enough now that I've seen. If they get it right, they can score a goal and they can win this game. But we all know what PSG can do. So it's whether they can stop PSG. That's the question. Look at the fact that Fabio Maurice is on the left hand side, even though like the way that they're so fluid. It's hard to pick them up and pick up their positions. Especially when you got no number 9, like a focal point, and everyone just moving around. Look at where Dembele's picked the ball up there. Well, that's not Dembele, that's Doué. Oh, shot and save. Yeah, that's what you should have done the first time, Doué. Get your shot off. But yeah, it wasn't really in the corner. The shot was kind of straight at the goalkeeper. But PSG are knocking on the door, people. They're knocking on the door. 2 decent chances for PSG. There you go. Good pressing from PSG. Pressing as a unit. I like that. Everyone saw the trigger. Everyone saw the pressing trigger. And everyone pressed together as a unit. Chelsea had no choice but to go backwards. Give it to Vitinha. I think a lot of Chelsea fans were hoping that their midfield would be able to bully PSG's midfield. Especially when you think about Caicedo, think about people like Lavia, who's not playing, I don't think. Is Lavia playing? No, Lavia's not playing. What a ball, man. That is so smart. And Hakimi is such a talented footballer, man. Look at everyone just passing and moving. How, wow. That was not cool. That was not good at all. Is that Sierra?
Yeah. So awesome. He's a football player in America. No.
Oh, wow. Gusto's in space. Uh, I was thinking, why is Gusto in so much space? Hakimi driving down the middle. See, that's what I like about PSG. There we go. Oh, this is good from Chelsea. If they can break properly, Chelsea here with speed. Oh, you're slowing it down. That's the thing. Chelsea had a chance there to break away. Cole Palmer had to bring it back. You know what? Chelsea will be quite happy, content so far. Because the way that PSG have been just destroying teams, yeah. And the way that they there we go, Ja Pedro, or is it Gusto? Gusto,
Nice.
nice defending. Finish. There you go. 1-0. Cole Palmer. Left foot shot, far post. Didn't have a lot of power in on it, but the accuracy and the timing of the shot defeated the goalkeeper. What's happening here? What's happening here? There's fighting. What's happening here? Oh, we got some beef, people. We have some beef. What go on here? You got Hakimi chatting to Reece James. Bro, they just scored the goal. The goal was a legit goal. So what's going on? What happened? I knew the thing is, people, I just had a feeling, bro. Chelsea, I can't stand Chelsea, bro. I can't stand Chelsea, how they operate in the transfer market. I can't handle the way that they keep breaking rules and they just get slapped with a little £20 million fine here or there. I can't stand the way they spend £1 billion every year on players coming in and they still manage to ship out their deadwood. I can't stand the fact that Arsenal are just there lining up outside their dustbins to raid all their trash players and give them £50 million for Madueke. I can't stand the way that they flipping just won the Conference League, bruv. The Conference League, the lower league in the Europa League that we were in, Man United, and they're now leading. They're beating PSG. This PSG team that everyone is saying that it's the best team ever. They're beating them, and I had a feeling. This was gonna happen. This Chelsea team, bro. This Chelsea team is slightly becoming like a Man United team. Like, we get over the line and it doesn't matter how we do it, but we're gonna do it. That's what this Chelsea team remind me of. Like, anyway, it's only 1-0. 23 minutes to gone. A quarter of the game has gone. PSG have had about 2 opportunities to score themselves. Chelsea have had about 2 opportunities to score. Chelsea have taken their chance, and PSG haven't taken theirs. Ja Pedro, he's a winning runner. The flag is up. Yeah, Ja Pedro, I feel like every time he touches the ball, it's interesting. He hasn't been in the game at all, Ja Pedro. At all. He's been, and we have to keep it 100. He hasn't played well today so far, Ja Pedro. Anytime he's touched the ball, it's not, he's giving it back to PSG every single time. But yeah. But I had a feeling Chelsea just had the players and the team and the structure to frustrate PSG today. A lot of Chelsea fans, to be fair, a lot of Chelsea fans have been saying that they've been impressed by the way that they played in the Club World Cup, and that Maresca is actually, you know, doing well and getting the team to play well. What is it? Water break. Water break. Water break, people. Yeah, man. PSG are going to be pissed. You know when you've won everything and you thought you're going to win this and you're thinking this is just Chelsea. You're thinking this is just Chelsea. If PSG don't win this, yeah. If PSG don't beat Chelsea after winning everything and beating Madrid, and if they lose to Chelsea, my gosh, they will be pissed. I'll be pissed. Yeah, man. Luis Enrique, you got to do something, bro. Because Chelsea right now, like I said, they might not match your midfield. but they're physical. Chelsea. All their players are quick, physical, and strong. You're not going to outrun them or outmaneuver them, and you got to take your chances. PSG. Oh, you got a flipping referee. Got a camera as well. That's new. See things through the referee's angle. Doué's got to do better here, man. People, Doué's got to do better here. Decent save from Sanchez, though. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a really good save. Look how look. The ball is close to Sanchez's body, bro. Like the ball, yeah, is only like a meter away from his foot. It's not a difficult save. Oh, what a shot from Cole Palmer. Easy. So like it wasn't even like he didn't blast the ball. He didn't hit it with his laces. He just cushioned the ball with the side of his feet. He side footed it into the bottom corner. From the edge, I mean, how many times do you see someone side foot the ball into the bottom corner from the edge of the box? Side foot. Osman says, anyone who does a cold celebration shouldn't be allowed a water break. You know, you're right. You're right. But you can be cold and thirsty, though. You can be cold and thirsty still, but you're right. You're right. There we go, man. It's good. Hakimi, PSG, moving the ball around again as they usually do. Bring it back, Mendes. It's interesting. Cole Palmer is a Man United fan. He's a Man United fan, you know. Can you imagine? He was just sitting there in Man City's flipping academy. There we go. Is it going to be another goal? It's going to be two. Two. Cole Palmer. My gosh. Listen. He's showing the world. This is a Club World Cup final. 2-0. Cole Palmer is showing the world what he can do. Listen, you can't hate it. You can't hate it, people. You just got to sit back and be like, this is... I knew this. I had a feeling. That's why I said I'm going to do this game. I'm going to do this game. Because Chelsea, the way that people have been talking about Chelsea, the way they've been moving, I just had a feeling, man. This is pissing me off. I can't stand Chelsea. But you got to respect it. You got to respect it, people. What a... Listen, let me see this again. On the left. No. 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 Oh my gosh. So many dummies. Man gave flipping 2 dummies. The defender slid. Look, no. And once again, the same shot, the same corner. You know that muscle memory. When you know where that corner is, you know how to find it. This guy, bro, Cole Palmer. From the West Indies, half West Indian. My guy. From my islands, from my neck of the woods. From the Caribbean islands. Gotta represent. That's why I can't hate, man. That's why it's so saucy. He's not saucy because of the English part of him. He's saucy because of the Caribbean part. That's why he's... yeah. Same as, I think, Rashford. Isn't Rashford also from St. Kitts? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, PSG are rattled. They are rattled. How often are they in this position? Where Chelsea is now starting to look comfortable. They are now starting to look flustered, rattled, out of ideas. Like I said, Chelsea will keep up with you physically. You can't just outrun them and just make runs in behind and expect to get the ball. Yeah, man, that was a bit naughty from Nuno Mendes. To be fair, that was naughty. Ooh, what? What ball? Who was that? Was it Casado? No, it wasn't. It was Reece James. I think Reece James, yeah, starting right back and then moving into centre mid, yeah, is a cheat code, bro. Like it's a cheat code playing Reece James centre mid because I think it was Reece James who's playing these balls, bruv, and it's crazy. I've always said, yeah, Reece James has the technical ability of a central midfielder, the way he passes the ball, but we're playing him as right back. Reece James might have found a new home in midfield, you know, because I know how people try to do the whole what's his name? Trent should be playing in midfield. Trent should be playing in midfield. No, no, Reece James should be playing in midfield. If it went for Reece James's knees, that always give way because Reece James is a bit heavy, and maybe he can't go up and down the pitch. Reece James is a central midfield player. Look at him. He's not a right back. Yes, he plays there. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chelsea are playing all right, people. I'm not gonna lie. The way Chelsea are moving the ball, man, they're finding their man with ease. And not only that, yeah, Chelsea are selling their deadwood, bro. All the players that they don't want anymore, people are queuing up to buy their rubbish, like I said before. So they're in a good position. Apparently, Man United, we're interested in Jackson. Can you imagine? Jackson. Man United, right? Our issue is that our strikers can't score, right? That's Man United's issue. Our strikers can't score. And to solve that problem, we're going to buy Jackson from Chelsea, who is similar to all the strikers we have in the sense that he works good off the ball, he does a lot of good things, but he's not a guns man. He's not a clinical finisher. He's not that guy. So to solve the problem of us not scoring, Manchester United, we're going to buy Jackson from Chelsea. How does that make sense? Why there's always a queue of people waiting to buy Chelsea's crap players, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the Mason Mount. I don't get the William Gallas. I don't get flipping who did Arsenal get from them? Willian. Bare players from Chelsea. Sterling. They managed to market themselves so well where the players that play for them still managed to somehow maintain a decent enough reputation to still be sought after by other clubs. While we can't even get someone to buy Garnacho because all our fans just destroy him and bury him online. I feel like if Man United fans didn't clip up our own players like and try to ruin Onana and come online and say how rubbish Onana is, and because we Man United have the biggest fan base, when we say some stuff about a player, everyone hears about it, right? Everybody hears about it. And I wish we were just smart enough not to try to destroy our own players in the media so we can at least get some money for them. But United fans, we're just dumb, bro. We're dumb, bro. Yellow card for Caicedo. Nah, yellow because he kicked the ball away. Yeah, man. Chelsea are comfortable right now. This slow football that PSG now are doing, while Chelsea's sitting there low block, it's ain't gonna do nothing. And what's gonna happen is that Chelsea are gonna hit PSG on the break again for the third time and score. Look, like right now. No, yeah, PSG are just they don't have the intensity right now. Chelsea have proper done a job, you know. Oof, that's a good job by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper had to come out there very quickly. The problem with this game is that Chelsea have just proven that they can score because they've literally scored twice. And I don't feel like PSG have shushed Chelsea. I put them to like silence them in terms of they haven't shut up shop. So Chelsea could easily score a third. So no matter what PSG do, oh my lord, what their passing is not even that great right now. PSG are slowly losing it, man. This also shows what confidence can do in a team. Things have been going PSG's way all season. One of the reasons why they dominate the Champions League or done so well in the Champions League is because they dominate their own league. And if you're playing in your own league and you're feeling good and you're winning matches after matches in your own league, when you come to Champions League, you're going to be feeling good as well. Confidence is important. And look, the 2 goals, conceding 2 goals today has just changed the way they're playing. They're not playing with confidence. They're second guessing their passing. That's all it's taken. Fully rattled them. PSG are fully rattled. Chelsea are going to do a job. Look, once again, João Pedro has the ball. Once again, João Pedro gets the ball and he loses it straight away. You got to put on, you have to put on Rory Delap at halftime to give him a run out, man. This João Pedro thing hasn't worked in this game. I say it hasn't worked when you're winning 2-0, so you can argue it has worked. Celtic said Chelsea should win this. Mm-hmm. There we go, counter attack. I said this. The counter attack is always on. It's 3 against 2. Oh, that ball from Neto should have been much better. Free kick. Yeah, man. Chelsea got to be careful with all these bookings, you know. I know you want to be physical, but you need to chill. Oh, that's so poor. Almost half time, people. 2-0. And to be fair, ever since the second goal has gone in, PSG haven't looked like they're going to get back into the game at all. Chelsea look comfortable. I mean, they say 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. It is. But PSG don't look threatening at all. Oh. All right. Due wants a corner. I don't know what that's going to do because Chelsea, I feel like, are good at set pieces and they're good at, and yeah, I feel like they're decent at defending corners. So we'll see what comes from this corner. But so far, PSG, man, Chelsea have rattled them, and I had a feeling this was going to happen. Chelsea midfield are just strong. Caicedo just quick in the challenge, pressuring Vitinha and all these players. Oh, Doué. They're not quick. They're not sharp. PSG. They're taking like a split second too long on the ball now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Before it was all fluid. Now it looks like they're trying too hard. I feel like the wingers, the PSG wingers, they need to do more. See, Fabian Ruiz is out of position. Even that right back would just should have screamed. It went 3-0. Ja Pedro. I just said he was not having a good game. I'm just saying that he wasn't doing anything and he wasn't having a good game. Every time he touched the ball, he was giving it back to PSG, Ja Pedro. I said that he should get sent off. I mean, not sent off. He should get subbed at half time for Dilap. But great finish. Great ball. It's such an easy ball. I mean, I saw that left back. That left back for PSG, was it Mendes? Literally screamed at Fabian Ruiz. That one pass, yeah, literally cut through the whole PSG midfield. And I think I heard, was it Mendes scream and be like, help me out here. Help me. Oh, Palmer's. That pass. Oh, man. And that this finish, that chip over the goalkeeper. That this thing. Oh, my gosh. Listen, I said what I said about Pedro. He wasn't having a good game, but he showed just now his technical ability, man. That finish there. The know-how, under pressure, bearing down on goal. I reckon Hoyland, most strikers would have maybe tried to put it through the goalkeeper's legs or maybe hit it hard and low, right? This guy lobbed the goalkeeper. He chipped the goalkeeper. It's done now, people. The game's done. The game's done, people. Proper exposed. I was literally gonna say, yeah, that the PSG wingers need to do more. There's so much space, yeah, between the fullbacks like Mendes and the left winger. So much space. And I feel like every single one of Chelsea's goals, they've hit PSG on the break. So it's the pattern is really simple. PSG, when they get the ball, they don't move the ball quick enough. Chelsea, get their men back, camp in their own half. Two lines of defense that are really close to each other, so you can't really pass between them. As soon as they get the ball, they're looking to hit PSG on the break. Devastatingly. PSG, they haven't had the ability to hit Chelsea on the break. One, they're moving the ball too slowly. And two, Chelsea haven't actually had a lot of possession. PSG have had most of the possession. Hence why they can be hit on the break, because they're the ones with the ball. Yeah, yeah, Turkish. You're right as well. Chelsea get when PSG are further up the pitch. Chelsea they sit back, they camp. But Chelsea are also not afraid to press when they need to. This is jokes, man. I was hoping for Chelsea to get slapped. Even though I thought to myself, do you know what? I bet they're gonna win. But I was hoping, after everything that PSG have been doing, man, that they were gonna slap this Chelsea team. But can't believe this, bro. Can't believe these guys, man.
6 plus 6.
Cole Palmer's having a good game, man. He's been involved in all three of the goals. Scored two and set up the third one, man. Cole Palmer, what a baller, bro. It's not gonna be PSG. Listen, PSG need to come out second half like a rabbit on fire, bruv. Whatever that means. Because this game's done for me. It's done. Chelsea are not really the kind of team that lets a 3-goal lead go. It's not really their thing. Regardless of who's managing them, it's not really their thing. Yeah, man, I think this game's done, people. PSG just look ordinary all of a sudden. And I can't believe it, man. Everyone's been talking to me about how PSG have just been dominating this flipping competition. I haven't been watching it. And the first and last match that I'm going to watch. This is the first and the last game I'm going to watch. And this is what PSG are doing, bro. Yeah, guys. I did think about the physicality. I did talk about the physicality. And I said Chelsea are going to have to be very physical and they're going to have to rattle PSG. And that's exactly what they've done. That midfield, yes, PSG are still passing the ball around and they've got most of the possession. But Chelsea have been so physical. They've kept up with everything. Every overlap, every underlap, every third run. Caicedo, these guys, Enzo, these guys are keeping up. They're not allowing it to happen. Yeah, people. Yeah, man. Yeah. This is not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good, bruv. I'm not gonna lie. We can talk about the fact that PSG, when they faced Aston Villa, even Aston Villa gave them a good game. Even Aston Villa gave them a good game, PSG. They beat Arsenal, but Arsenal gave them a decent game. Maybe it's Premier League clubs. Maybe it's Premier League clubs, people. Handball. I'm not gonna lie, that was a handball from Cole Palmer. We got 1 minute of extra time to go, people, before. Bruv. Dembele is not on it today, bro. Look at that pass from Dembele. Yeah. The PSG president is like, wow, what is this? And the thing about today's game, yeah, whether what's his name, Jackson was playing or not, probably doesn't make a difference because Ja Pedro wasn't involved in the first two goals. The first two goals was all Cole Palmer. Yeah, he scored the third goal, but he hasn't played well, Ja Pedro. So I can't even say, the new signings and whatever is the reason why Chelsea are winning, because not really. Not really. There you go, people. Half time, people. Flipping heck. What a half of football. Who would have thought Chelsea beating PSG 3-0 at half time? I know you don't need, I can see, but I will get to it. All right. He literally just messaged. I have to finish my sentence. 3-0 at half time. Big up yourself, British Bulldog. Did you think this was going to happen? In your wildest, well, I don't think anyone of us is dreaming about this game. But did anybody think this game was going to go the way it's gone? 3-0 at half time. 3 goals orchestrated by Cole Palmer. Chelsea hitting PSG on the break. All 3 goals came on a counter-attack. Tactics working to a T. PSG midfield moving, passing the ball around decently. But as soon as PSG get the ball, Chelsea are running back. They're running back and they're camping in their own half. You see PSG's defensive line, 2 defensive lines really close to each other. You got one defensive line, 5 players. Another defensive line, 4 players with Pedro, João Pedro up front. And they're very, very close together. Very close together. So PSG are trying to pass the ball around, trying to get into or try to get between the lines, and they can't. They can't. And as soon as Chelsea get the ball of PSG in their low block, counter-attack. Reece James in the midfield, yeah, is a cheat code. Because in that position, he's dropping back in defence to help out the defenders very well. And he can pass the ball just as good, yeah. You can argue, or maybe even better than Alexander-Arnold. So he steps in the defence and he's spraying 30-yard, 40-yard passes, bro, like it's nothing. And then he steps in midfield and he helps out in midfield. He's almost like a cheat code right now. Like, I knew Chelsea were going to give PSG a different kind of game, a different sort of test. I knew that. I knew Chelsea's midfield, yeah, could give anyone a test because their midfield, not only are they robust in terms of they're strong, you can't just run past them. They're strong, they're quick, and they're technical. So I already knew that. But I'm surprised how easy it is, or easy it was to score past PSG. And not only to score past them, how easy it's been for PSG to become rattled, man. To become fully rattled. PSG, after the second goal went in, I said it's done. I said it's done. They're not passing the ball with any kind of speed, any kind of crispness. The fluidity that we know in their game is gone. You used to have Dembele just dropping off, picking up positions in between the lines. But Chelsea are not making it possible for him or anyone to pick up positions in between the lines, because there's no in between, no lines, bro. Like I keep saying, when they drop back deep, there's no space in between. Caicedo, Enzo, there's no space. But as soon as Chelsea get the ball, they've got the whole field to play with. Counter-attack. If it was the other way round and, I don't know, PSG was playing in a low block and PSG allowed Chelsea to play with the ball, PSG went into their low block and then hit Chelsea on a counter-attack, I don't think it would work. Because I feel like Chelsea's defenders, Chelsea's midfield would run back so quickly that they will stop the counter-attack. They will stop the counter-attack. A lot of what we're seeing right now, people, I think, yeah, is just the physicality, yeah, and the athleticism of Chelsea. And the Chelsea team, yeah, that I feared back in the day, for me, the Mourinho team, you know that Chelsea Mourinho team was a team of super soldiers with super serums, bruv. Lampard, 5'10", Drogba, 6'2", Michael Ballack, 6'1". That Chelsea team, yeah. Yes, they had Joe Cole and Joe Cole. They had that Irish guy, Duff. But Robin, probably like 5'11". Like the Chelsea teams, yeah, that dominated were always teams that will just hench you out, bully you, quicker than you, just stronger. Same as the Man United teams. And that's what we're getting with this Chelsea team. This Chelsea team, Caicedo, yeah, is not letting anybody get past him today. What's Osman saying? Turns out the key to beating PSG was just to get your best guy on the ball and let him run at them with possession for 40 yards without being pressured. Yeah. They have. I saw Oz. The last goal? Yeah, that they conceded. Did you hear Mendes literally scream when Mendes put his arms out and went? No, he screamed something because he could see that he was about to mark two man, and Fabian Ruiz was all the way up the pitch. British Bulldog says Prem is a top league. I hate you, British Bulldog, but I always tell people who say the Prem is a top league. If Prem is a top league, then the Premier League team should win the Champions League every year, and England should win the World Cup and the Euros every year. I'm always like, it's a top league because of the money and the eyes on the league. But Real Madrid and Barcelona and other, you know, teams win Champions League most times. I feel like the Premier League is the most competitive league in terms of you never know who's going to win it. It's the league with the most money and therefore it attracts the most players. But I always feel like technically we miss out because this league relies so much on what you see, pace and power, that it doesn't always translate. To European football. Like the Man Cities of this world, they win Champions Leagues because their team is filled with European footballers that are just technical. And they're managed by Pep, who's a technical manager. It's not like where we're seeing English managers manage English teams and they're playing 4-4-2 and they're playing the typical English way and they're dominating Europe. No. I mean, if you're dominating Europe and you're an English team, you're probably playing some sort of continental style European football that was introduced by Wenger and these guys back in the day anyway. So it's like, I hear what you're saying, but I always like to challenge people when they say the Premier League's the best league. I'm always like, what do you mean by the best? Do you mean the most competitive? Do you mean it has the best players in it? What is it? What does it really mean? Look at this halftime show, man. Look at Thames. I was waiting for this. I was thinking? I was waiting for this sort of. I'm not waiting for it, but when I saw Robbie Williams and these guys in the sort of start the show and sing their songs, I thought to myself, this is supposed to be the Club World Cup. Like, we need to hear music from the world. So, go on, Thames. Do your thing. What's Osman saying? I don't think this is a Chelsea triumph. I think PSG are physically gassed after their season. Does this mean Cole Palmer wins the Ballon d'Or? I hear what you're saying, Oz. PSG do look tired. They do look fully gassed out after their long season. They're not tracking back at all. They're not running back. They're not doing some of the things that they were doing before. All these commentators were praising this PSG team, right? Because they worked better than the Neymar, Mbappe, Messi PSG team. They worked off the ball. Their work off the ball is amazing. They work for each other. They combine and all these things. But today, I'm not seeing any of that today. I'm seeing, like you said, a gassed out PSG team who just can't keep up physically with Chelsea. They just can't. They can't. And it's 3-0. Like PSG, apart from the two chances that they created where they should have done better, I don't think PSG deserve anything from this game at the moment. So, Cole Palmer, man, I'm not going to lie to you. If Cole Palmer, jokes aside, bro, if Cole Palmer continues the way he's playing, he might be a good shot for the Ballon d'Or in a year or two. Think about it. He's going to be playing the Champions League with Chelsea. Like, he's going to get better. He's gonna be shown to the world because right now he's not a global superstar like that, and I feel like to win the Ballon d'Or, they want like that sort of global superstar with all that press and all that media attention. And Cole Palmer ain't really that kind of guy, man. You listen to how Cole Palmer does his interviews. Cole Palmer don't care, bro. Cole Palmer's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I play football. Yeah, he's that sort of player. So Cole Palmer ain't got that sort of like. I don't think he's going to be a media darling like that, Cole Palmer. Not like Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham's well-spoken. He's got good parents. He's from a good background. He's a good lad. The media suck him off. I don't know if Cole Palmer. I don't think Cole Palmer even cares about the media, bro. And I feel like you kind of need that to go to the next level. But based on his football, based on Cole Palmer's football, I don't see why he can't be in the conversation for Ballon d'Ors, bro. If he carries on in this vein, bro, he just looks good, man. Cole Palmer, he looks so good. British Bulldog says in every way, speed, power, players other than one club, the competition, top teams versus the bottom teams. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say in every way it's the best league because I like to be nuanced. I don't like absolutes. Like we're the best at everything in every way because I can probably find ways, like I said, that the Premier League isn't better. I think the Spanish league is more technical than the Premier League in a lot of ways. Not always, but in a lot of ways. Um, but yeah, I hear you. In terms of the physicality of the league and the speed that the league is played in, it is by far the most physical and by far the quickest. But I don't see those things as best. I don't see someone who's quick as better than someone who's not quick. You need speed, but I've seen slow players who are really good, and I've seen quick players who are crap. I've seen the Wolves players. I've seen the Traores and all these speed merchants that are just quick, but they're not good technically. So I'm always like, when it comes to pace and power, I rate pace and power. I think you need pace and power, especially in the Premier League. But those two things you are naturally blessed with. You can't train to be quicker, and you can't really train to be more powerful. Those two things are your natural athletic ability that you're born with. Your football ability is something you train for. So I'm always gonna put technical ability, your ability to pass the ball, your ability to shoot, control the ball, just the ability to play football above how quick you are and above how strong you are, your physical attributes. Even though I know that you need physical attributes, especially in the Premier League. That's why I say, yeah, I tell people that some of the best footballers that you guys like, the Messis, the Ronaldinhos, a lot of these guys, if they played in the Premier League, you guys wouldn't rate them as highly because they'll get henched out. They'll get slide tackled. They wouldn't have the freedom, and you'll see them in a different light. It doesn't mean they're worse. It doesn't mean they're better. It just means it's different. And sometimes I always say, listen, different doesn't always mean better. Different just means different. And that's it. We love the Premier League, man. I love the Premier League because on any given day, like you said, a top team can beat a bottom team. On any given day, especially now that all the teams have money. It's not like the Spain league where only the top 2 or 3 teams have money. In the Premier League, every team has money and every team has ballers. So the bottom team can beat the top team. And that makes it more exciting. It's definitely more exciting league for sure. The physical levels is higher in the Premier League than anywhere else. PSG don't face anything like this intensity in their league on a weekly basis. Agreed. I said this. I said it at the beginning of the stream. I said Chelsea's midfield, yeah, and they're not even playing. What's the other guy called that they got? Lavia. They're not even playing Lavia. But Chelsea's midfield will be so physical, and they have to be so physical today to squeeze PSG's midfield out, and that's what they've done. Yeah. So it's been a very weird game, guys. It's been a very weird game, and let's not pretend, yeah, that Chelsea haven't shown technical ability too. Like I've been talking about Chelsea's physicality, but Cole Palmer's shown them how to score. The 2 Cole Palmer goals, really good goals, bottom corner, and he didn't even put any like power into it. Not a lot of backlift. Bottom corner, and this, oh man, Cole Palmer is just so nice, bro. Look at this guy. I mean, look at all his performers. It's cute, man. Yeah, man. Go on, African women. Do your thing. J J Balvin. I was saying this. I said you can't have a World Cup yet and not have like performers from the whole world. and it looks like in a half time they've got it. But it's just I don't know, man. I'm still watching this stuff, yeah, and I'm still like, man, I don't care for this stuff. I don't care for this circus. I don't care for these performers, bro. This doesn't entertain me, bro. Like if like the halftime Super Bowl thing is interesting too because it's like, bro, I'm here for the sport. Like, cool, all this music stuff is cool, but understand, yeah, that if I want to hear this song, if I want to hear this music, I just go online. I can go on YouTube. I can listen to all of these songs. Like these songs are just not. These songs are out there in the world for me to listen to. I can hear them anytime I want to hear them. But this match is a one-time match. I'm not. After this is finished, the match is done. I'm here for the match. I'm here for the football, bro. Like flipping heck. But it is the final, people. So even in the World Cup finals, you do get halftime shows and pre-match shows. So this is not really anything different to what we see in the World Cup. But all this player stuff coming out and each individual player being introduced like it's not a team sport. Like, bro, what we doing here, man? What are we doing here? Palmer should be our number 7. British Bulldog, you're talking sense, bro. Do you know? I was told Palmer is a Man United fan. I was told he's a Man United fan, which makes sense. I just don't get, yeah, why we are not, why Chelsea can go to Man City's academy and buy someone like Cole Palmer under everyone's nose, and then like he's turning out to be arguably the best number 10 in the league. Why can't we make these kind of signings, bro? Like, Man United fans actually think Bruno's a number 10, you know? Like, Cole Palmer has shown you how a number 10 looks like. Number 10 is supposed to be a dribbler, bro. To play in the number 10 position, yeah? The center of the pitch, you are the best player and everything goes through you. To play that position, you got to be able to do everything. You got to be like a Cole Palmer and Neymar. You got to be somebody who can go left, go right, dribble, shoot, pass. Like, you got to be that guy. And I can't believe we played Bruno Fernandes in the number 10 position for like 3 years, 4 years. When he's technically at 8. He's a box-to-box midfielder. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And now we're trying to convert him into a double pivot player. Bruno Fernandes, who gives the ball away like 40% of the time he has the ball, gave the ball away in the Europa League final that cost us the whole match. He did that. We're trying to make him into a responsible double pivot player. Bro. 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 Shame we got Sancho instead of Palmer. To be fair, Sancho was bought as a winger. Palmer is a number 10. And we bought Sancho from Dortmund, not directly from Man City. And Sancho would have worked for Man United if we played to Sancho's strengths, if we understood Sancho's game. Just like he could have worked. But unfortunately, he didn't. But Cole Palmer, the thing about Sancho, yeah, Sancho doesn't fit the physical parameters of where Man United need to go and what Man United want. When you look at his stature, and like I said, his probably lack of speed and lack of strength, you could argue he's not really a Man United player. You can argue that. And Cole Palmer's probably more of a Man United player than Sancho is. But that's the Man United that we support, man. That's the club we support. I just don't understand the idea of getting Sancho, then 2 years later getting Anthony, and then what was the long-term plan? Like, what kind of football were you playing, or were you thinking of playing? Why didn't we get someone like Cole Palmer? Like British Bulldog says, why didn't we get Cole Palmer? It's the recruitment, man. The recruitment decisions at United have been so weird. So weird, man. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Now we can't get rid of some players because of the mistakes of the past, and the manager has to suffer. Listen, I'm I'm not the greatest fan of Amrim. I don't know if I've said this properly, but I wouldn't say I'm Amrim out, but I'm very close to. I think he was poor last season. And the main reason why I'm not saying we should get rid of him right now is because I still think he deserves a transfer window and some players in order for me to fully assess him. I've assessed him with Ten Hag players last season. He was dreadful. Some of his in-game management, dreadful. His decision to start Højlund all the time, dreadful. He's going back and forth. 1 minute he's like, Garnacho's not playing for me. Next minute he's starting him. And then he's like, his inconsistencies, he's leaving Casemiro out for 2 months. Then he brings him back into the fold. Some of it, like, he has given with one hand in terms of making certain decisions, like telling Rashford he can leave and all these things. He's given with one hand while taking with the other hand in the sense of playing Højlund every game. So I'm not a massive fan of Amrim, while at the same time I'm not ready to say let's get rid of him, because the season's about to start. We're not going to get rid of him. He's here. So my position is this: give him as much as you can give him. Oh my gosh, Donald Trump is now flipping on my TV. I don't think I can hate anybody more than I can hate Donald Trump, bro. I don't think I can. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, back to the manager. I just feel like we need to give the manager as many tools, all the tools we can possibly give him, just like we've given previous managers. And if he fails, we get rid of him. But I'm not going to make a full assessment of him until I see him with some new players, with some of the players that can fit in his system, that can play his system. Without actually seeing the system work, without giving him his number 10s, without giving him the players that he wants, we can't fully assess how good he is. That's my thing. So I'm willing to give him until the end of this season, Amrim, and then I'm going to make my mind up. I mean, he might force me to make my mind up before. He might do so badly, and by Christmas we're flipping 15th again, that I'm like, listen, get Amrim out. Get him out. I hope that doesn't happen. So, anyway, we're about to kick off again, people. Second half. I don't know, people. I feel like this game is done. I don't know what you guys are saying. I mean, how did PSG even get back into this game? The fact that Chelsea are about to win this whole thing. Listen, it just make me want to throw up, man. I can't believe Chelsea are going to win this whole thing. Do you know what? This thing is also a farce. Do you know how much money you get for being in this thing? I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that you get about 100 million for just being in this thing. So every club that's in this competition right now is getting paid. And that is why Chelsea can make the signings they've made. I feel like this whole thing is a farce. But it is what it is, man. We're here now. Second half has started, people. Let's see what PSG can do. I have no idea how they're going to get back into this game, people. Like, they have to change something really drastically from this position. I feel like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Chelsea are just so fit right now. They're so fit. They're very fit, chasing down every ball. I feel that the best way for PSG to get back into this game, for me, is to invite Chelsea onto them so they can do what Chelsea did and hit Chelsea on the break. They have to play football at the back, make Chelsea press them, and then beat Chelsea's press and hit Chelsea on the counter attack. I.e., PSG need to find a way to play in space. Because as soon as they get the ball and they start moving it slowly, Chelsea get back into their shape and then get back into that low block, tight low block on the edge of the box. And PSG can't do anything. So PSG needs to create a scenario where they invite Chelsea onto them and hit them on the break or play between the lines. There we go. That's 2 shots already. That's a shot already on goal. I mean, PSG started this second half well, but they started the first half well. So what does that mean? Scalia, right foot. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. What is that goalkeeper? That's an easy save from the goalkeeper. What's he doing? Sanchez is a bit weird, man. British Bulldog says better than City winning it. The Chelsea owner didn't know who Rude Gullit is. What, Bowley? Is his name Todd Bowley? Bulldog. This guy. Todd's a madman, I ain't gonna lie. He's a madman. Chelsea throws so much money, man. They throw so much money around. I wish our club wasn't in debt, man. I wish the Glazers didn't do what they did. Because I see all these clubs, Chelsea and these guys throw money around. And I'm like, Man United make more money, yeah? Man United make more money than all of these clubs, bro. All of these clubs, we make more money. And if you weren't flipping in debt, we will be spending hundreds of £1 million every single summer. Net. But we can't. Yeah, man. This game is done, people. This game is done. It's quite interesting how João Pedro's playing up front. So what does it mean? Does it mean João Pedro is going to be a striker for... See what I'm saying? These Bulldog, these owners don't care about... These owners, yeah, you buy something, yeah? If you're a billionaire, you buy something to make money. These guys, you think the Glazers, yeah, know who flipping Eric Cantona is? The Glazers don't know shit, bro. These guys saw Man United as an investment. They didn't even spend any of their own... That is the piss take about the whole Glazer situation. They didn't spend any of their own money, yeah, to buy the club. They borrowed money, yeah, and used the club as leverage. That's crazy. They borrowed money against the club. So the club owns the debt, not them. How do you buy something, borrow the money to buy it, and rather than you are in debt, the thing that you bought is in debt? How? That doesn't, like, that's crazy to me that was allowed at all. Glazers don't even know who flipping George Best is. There we go. At the same time, if PSG get a goal, I think if PSG get a goal in the next 10 minutes, it will make the game a bit more interesting. But if not, this game is done. But PSG are trying to move the ball around, though, a little bit. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Chelsea can handle this all day. Like, all day. Sit in your low block, follow your man all day. There we go. Counter attack, Chelsea. Almost. Almost. Oh. Oh! What a save! What a save. Go on, Sanchez. Huh? Bro, Due could have got that cross, man. Hmm? No. Yeah, what a save. I thought that was it, people. I thought that was the goal that they needed. No, that's a good save, to be fair. That's a good save from Sanchez. British Bulldog, I want that. My house is in there. Bro, when you got money, yeah. One thing I noticed, yeah, when you're rich, yeah, and you've got money, people act like to get more money, like you gotta be smart to make money. No, no. Once you have money, people give you more money. Your money makes money. And then people want to give you stuff because they know you got money. Once you have money, it also means, yeah, people trust you. People can give you more money because they feel that you're gonna give it back, right? You can borrow as much money as you want because you have money, and you're going. Once you have money, it should be once you have money, right? You pay the same thing. You go to supermarket. You still got to buy your groceries. You still got to do your certain things. But for some reason, right? Once you have money, you actually pay less for stuff because so many people want to give you stuff for free once you have money. It's weird. So many like you get so many better deals once you have money. But if you don't have money, you got to go for the standard deal. That deal that's £100. But when you have money, someone goes to you and says, "Do you know what? I can do this for you for £50." For some reason, you can get stuff for cheaper when you have money. You can take out loans, because one of the conditions for taking out loans is the fact that they want to know that you can pay the loan back. And if you have money, they'll give you that good loan with that very, very low interest rate. If you don't have money and you can't prove you can pay stuff back, they'll give you that loan with that very high interest rate. When you have money, you get more free shit. It's very strange. You get more free shit. Yeah, man. PSG just now taking shots from range. Yeah, Doué. Some of decisions, some of the Doué's decision making today hasn't been great. Doué. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I thought Ja Pedro was in there. I thought this was gonna be four. Nah, man. Ja Pedro is gonna be a problem next season. I don't think he's had a great game today. Apart from the goal he scored, every time these guys touch the ball, he's lost it, Ja Pedro. But that doesn't mean anything. People allow bad games, man. I still feel like he's a good player. Look at Cole Palmer. Look at him. So tall and lanky. And he's got that languid style with his long legs. And he's got a decent turn of pace as well. Cole Palmer, man. I just like to watch him play football, man. There we go. Olay football now, yeah? Chelsea are doing Olay football, guys. Oh, Chelsea are doing Olay football against PSG. Oh, man. I hate Chelsea, bro. Oh, man. Chelsea are playing Olay football. 3-0 up. 56 minutes gone against PSG. Making this PSG team, this champ. This is scary, you know. The reason why, listen, I know you guys might not be thinking long term like I am thinking, but PSG just like won the Champions League. They're supposed to be the best team in the world, PSG. Chelsea are beating them 3-0 at halftime. This Chelsea team that just won the Conference League. No, I'm on stream. I don't understand why you did that. Yeah, but you didn't even tell me. You didn't communicate with me. Yeah, this is not good, bruv. It's not good. And all they've done is make what 2 signings, Chelsea. How many signings have they made? This is the same. Apart from João Pedro, who's playing up front right now, this Chelsea team is the same team as last year, right? João Pedro, I think, is the only new signing on the pitch right now. Right? Or am I guessing? Yeah. And they're slapping PSG 3-0. And they're going to make more signings. Essentially, the question I really want to ask people, what are people thinking? What are people thinking about this Chelsea team for next season? Because Arsenal got to be looking over your shoulders. This Chelsea team might be coming for that second or third spot, you know. They might be. Before, all they had was Jackson. And that's it. All they had was Jackson up front. Now, clearly they've got João Pedro, who seems like he can do a job up there. And they've got flipping my guy playing up. Oh my gosh. You got Rory Delap on the bench. This is crazy. Sanchez saved it. It's a save by Sanchez. That's a good save from Sanchez. Listen, I know Chelsea fans hate Sanchez, or they want him, you know, sold. They want a better goalkeeper, etc. But Sanchez has done all right this game. He's done okay this game. He hasn't been bad. It's not looking good, bruv. I did not want Chelsea to win this game, man. Oh, great defending, João Pedro. Great defending. That touch was essential. Chelsea are looking proper, people. They are looking proper, man. I'm not going to lie. If we never respected Chelsea or put respect on Chelsea's name, some of us are going to have to do it after today, man. We can't, go around rating PSG, saying PSG are the best team in the world. All of this, all of this. And then when Chelsea beat them, be like, oh, well, Chelsea were... No, you got to rate it. The thing about me, I can't do that stuff. I can't do that mental gymnastics. What Chelsea are doing right now, you have to rate it. As painful as it is for me to say. That's British Bulldog saying, that's my guy saying, when Delap is choosing Chelsea bench over starting for Man United, we are in a particular place as a club. Bro, that actually brings me a question to my head now. It makes me think, do you think, Rory Delap was told, what do you think he was told? Because I think Rory Delap thinks he's going to be Chelsea's starter. And Jao, even though Jao Pedro started today, are we on the same thinking, or are we thinking that that means he's going to start or playing in as a striker for most of the season? Which means, are we all clubs looking to play a false nine now? Has PSG and Liverpool this season showed people that the Hoyland type striker who does nothing except scoring goals and doesn't track back, doesn't it's hard to play football with like basically 10 men, even though one of the men is a good striker. Are we going back to like that false nine sort of striker? Is that where football's going back? Is football going to a fluid front three system, a false nine system, a number nine that can drop deep and help the team out? I mean, that's where it was before. So I'm surprised Man City even. I'm not surprised Man City got Hoyland because Hoyland was scoring. Hoyland is a great striker. But I sometimes feel like Man City look better with like a Mamouche up front rather than a Hoyland just standing still. That's my opinion. Big up yourself, Airfane. Big up your damn self, bro. But yeah, British Bulldog, I hear you, man. When Delap, but like I said, it depends. I think Delap thinks he's a main striker, main starter. But let's say he doesn't think that. Let's say he was told you got to fight for your place. It's a concern that Rory Delap is choosing to sit on the bench for Chelsea rather than being the main man at the biggest football. We're still the biggest club in the world. Let's not chat shit, right? He'd rather sit on the bench for Chelsea than be the main man at Manchester United. I guess it shows where we are, like you said, bro. It shows where we flipping are. Big up yourself, Airfane. Thanks for passing through the chat. What are you making of the game, Airfane? What are you thinking? Talk to me. Because this has been a masterclass from Chelsea. As much as it's painful for me to admit it, bro, I had a feeling that Chelsea's physicality and their determination, their stamina, more than anything, was going to defeat PSG. PSG, yeah, they look out of breath. They look out of shape. They're not tracking back at all. They just look gassed out. Like Osman says in the chat, I think that PSG are fully gassed out. They've played like 100 million trillion games this season. And I feel like they just look tired, man. Chelsea, they look fit and hungry. So fit and hungry, man. Mm. But the game is done though, people. Like I said at halftime, this game is over. And I did not want Chelsea to do this, man. I did not want a team that won a conference league and finished fourth in the Premier League to win the Club World Cup and beat PSG, bro. That's dead. Especially this Chelsea team. I can't. Chelsea, like I said, because Chelsea keeps selling us and selling other teams their dead players for loads of money and keep making money out of dead ballers. Spend £1 billion. They spent £1 billion in like 12 months, about 2 years ago. Or was it last year? Very recently. Oh, well done, Sanchez. Well done. I know a lot of Chelsea fans want Sanchez to be sold. They want a new goalkeeper. But today Sanchez has done all right. He's done all right. In fact, he's done more than all right. He's had a good game. Yeah, man. PSG have lost it, lost their flow. I've said it. I said all Chelsea have to do is disrupt them, get crunching the challenges, foul them a few times, rattle them, basically play anti-football, which the Premier League is good at playing anti-football. That's why I'm always like, I don't know if the Premier League is the best league in the world. We foul a lot. We rely on the physicality, which is not football. Henching a man out and stopping him from playing football is anti-football. And it doesn't matter. It all, a win's a win. But I like the beautiful game. I'm not gonna lie, people. I love the beautiful game. Give me good football over physicality all day. Give me good football over crunching tackles and all that stuff all day, bro. Bruv. Here we go. Rory Delap. Rory Delap. Almost, almost scored as soon as he's come on the pitch. That's why I said to you. That's why I'm asking you, British Bulldog. Are we sure that João Pedro is going to be the one starting up front? Because that almost went into the top corner, bro. And Delap's a baller, man. But that's what you want. You want a squad, yeah, where the guys on the bench, yeah, are almost as good as the guys starting. So when you do make your changes, there's no dip. There's no fallout. You're replacing like for like. You need a quality squad. Imagine flipping having João Pedro and then bringing on Rory Delap. What's the goalkeeper? What's the thing about Rory Delap as well? Yeah, he's a thug, man. He's you know how many yellow cards he got for flipping for Ipswich last year. Rory Delap is he likes to fight. He likes to fight, and he's not gonna back down. He's the kind of player you want. He's a warrior. I can't stand Chelsea, man. I can't stand the fact that they often beat United to players. I can't stand them beating us to like Obi Mikel, beating us to Rory Delap, then selling us flipping Mason Mount. They take the piss, Chelsea, man. I can't do this Chelsea thing, man. But you gotta respect it, man. Chelsea are a ruthless football club. When they're done with you, they're done with you. You're gone. And they'll make sure you're gone. If they want the player, they'll usually get the player that they want. They're so ruthless, Chelsea, as a football club. I reckon a lot of the reason why I don't like Chelsea is because they operate, yeah, in a way that I wish my club could operate. I think that's what it is a lot. I don't like Chelsea because they do things that Man United used to do. Just run a team over. You don't need to be technically better than them. Often, Man United, yeah, weren't technically better than Arsenal when we used to beat them, but we were just we were fitter than them. We ran more than them. We were more physical than them. We basically approached the match like a war, like a battlefield. You know this. Class of '92 were always kicking Arsenal players. We always kick them, kick their ankles. And Fergie told us to do that. Don't let them play football. Like Chelsea do a lot of things that the old Man United used to do. Win at no cost, at all costs, should I say. Yeah, man. British Bulldog, they're going to compete. Yeah, man. I think Chelsea will compete. The the signings they've made so far, the way that they're currently playing in this Club World Cup tournament, like, they will be in top four again this year. They will. That's made me think about something. These guys, all of these players who are playing in the Club World Cup, all these Chelsea players have literally finished the season and gone straight into a competition. None of these guys have had a holiday, right? None of these guys have had a summer break. Every single Premier League team is more or less back in training right now for the new season. When are these players going to get their break? Because if teams are coming back now for pre-season, what does it mean for Chelsea's pre-season? Do they, after this win, break up for 2 weeks and then return towards the end of July and have like a 2-week pre-season or something before matches start mid-August? How does it work for teams who are in the Club World Cup in terms of their pre-season? Yeah, man, PSG are done out here. Winning at no cost is better. Why has no one come up with that before? I think they have, but also, you know what is British Bulldog? All of these new managers, yeah, these new hippie managers, the Amarims and the Alonsos, they want to come with their philosophy, bro. They want to come with their quirky 3-5-2 and whatever. They want to come with their quirky tactics and their quirky formations, bro, and not understand. Yeah, you got to win, bro. It's not about your formation and your tactics and all that. It's not about you. When did it become about managers? When did it become Arteta versus this manager? It used to be the players who win the game. I think too many managers, yeah, are trying too much sometimes when it comes to football. Sometimes that's what I feel like, and they forget that. Hold on, you're here to win, bro. You're not here to implement your quirky formation or your quirky little tactics. You're here to win and win at all costs. Set up in a way that makes you win the game, bro. Don't set up in a way so you're like, yep, that's my formation. Yeah, we got my formation right. We got my tactics right. No, no, no. How about winning? Man United was a team, like I said back in the day. We used to win. All we cared about was winning. 4-3-3. Man United, yeah, throughout our history, from when I started watching Man United anyway, Fergie times, 90s. We went from 4-4-1-1 to 4-4-2. And then when we got Carlos Queiroz, he came in and he said, we've got to play 4-3-3 with Rooney, Ronaldo, and Tevez. Then we went back to a 4-4-1-1. Like, we've done so many different formations. It's not about the formation, bro. You got to design a formation according to the players that you have, bro. Like, we got Ruben Amorim. He's like, I don't care what players I have. I'm going to play my formation. I'm like, bro, you're a manager, bro. You shouldn't have a formation. You should have many formations. You should have many ways of playing. You are a manager first and foremost. So find a way to win. Find a way to win. Don't find a way to implement your one style and your one style only. Find a way to get these players to win. And I feel like sometimes, yeah, we've moved away from this doing that. Finish. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I thought that was it. PSG are trying, man. Yeah, man. Cucurella ain't getting up, man. Cucurella's gonna flipping. He's gonna milk that flipping neck. Ah, man. 50 minutes to go, people. The game is done out here. The game is done. What are you saying, British Bulldog? Handball? No, you're not gonna get handball for that. Ah, Cucurella's milking it. He's milking. And Cuckoo's coming on. Who's that? Dewsbury Hall. I already get why Chelsea even bought Dewsbury Hall. Has he played many times for Chelsea? Oh, is it Reece James injured again? If you're a Chelsea manager, you gotta be holding your breath every time Reece James hits the ground, bro. Reece James is always one tackle, 1 second away from being injured. One breath. If he breathes in, he might get injured. He's coming off now though. Reece James has had a good game, man. Reece James, yeah, has been stepping into the fence and pinging those balls, bro. Like, he's been a cheat code today. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen him pop up almost everywhere. Reece James. All right, people. And Kunku's coming on. Pedro Neto. It's probably still. I mean, I reckon they'll probably still want to upgrade. I'm surprised the formation. I reckon the formation they'll probably go with when they start the league. Chelsea is Neto might not even start all the games. It might be a João Pedro on the left, Cole Palmer on the right, and Delap as a striker. They might play that formation, and then compact the midfield, pack the midfield out. That's why I said British Bulldog. I still wouldn't be surprised, bro, that in the league they start Rory Delap in a lot of games as well. But yeah, this is a good win for like it's annoying. It's annoying to watch, man. I really wanted PSG to slap them. I wanted PSG to teach them a lesson. I wanted it to be 3-0 the other way. I wanted PSG to take Chelsea to the cleaners. I wanted banter. I wanted something to just go to Chelsea fans with. But there's nothing now. Like it's a good performance, good win. They've like clean sheet as well. PSG, look at them. Flipping heck, man. They're just all over PSG. PSG just look like lost babies. Look at them. $10 minutes ago, and the Chelsea players, they're not holding back. They're still chasing down every ball. Like, yeah, this is a good performance from Chelsea. Every second run, every third man runner that PSG are trying to do, Chelsea are just tracking them back. Very, very disciplined performance. This is how you beat PSG. Be compact, very, very compact, and hit them on the break efficiently. Oh, Rory Delap. Oh my gosh. Oh, I said Rory, his dad. Liam Delap. Yeah, it's just too easy for Chelsea. It's too easy for Chelsea. Look at Rory Delap did the right thing. You know when Rory Delap, yeah, went across the defender there? That is what you do. As soon as you get a yard, yeah, if you're wide and you get a yard off or get a yard on the defender, you're ahead of the defender by a yard, cut across him and go straight towards the goal. Because he's gonna want to clip your legs. He's gonna want to clip you. And if he clips you, that's a yellow, at least a yellow. I always got to tell people this. When you get a yard, if you're wide and you get a yard on your defender, cut across and drive towards the goal, bro. Too many times I see people just keep wide, keep going wide, keep going wide. No, bro, you're ahead of him. Run towards the goal. He has to foul you to get the ball off you. Oh my gosh. Bro, that's a foul. You don't need to get involved, Caicedo. You saw your teammate, yeah, right? Colwill literally drag man back, yeah, for about 30 seconds and you want to get like Aggie, bro. Bro, this is not good. PSG are flat, bro. They have been so flat. No, that's not good enough. Yeah, man, this is not good, guys. Chelsea look alright, guys. I know Chelsea are not Manchester United's direct competition in any way. They'll be probably challenging for the league and we'll be trying to get into top 8 or something. Oof. However, this is not looking good because Chelsea have put PSG to the sword today and they look like they've got the know-how. They look like they're not here just to play pretty football and get beaten. They also can play efficient football. They've got a striker now in Rory Delap who can score goals. They've got João Pedro, who, I mean, I don't think he had a great game today. I keep saying that because he didn't, factually. But he scored a goal today. And in the other game, he played well. And I think he's a good signing. This is not looking good. And on top of that, Chelsea are going to get rid of their duds. Either us or, clearly Arsenal enjoy Chelsea scraps. They like to raid their dustbins. But other clubs will come in for all their shit players and give them even more money to make more signings. I just hope that they come for Garnacho. Come on, Chelsea. Garnacho is one of the best young wingers in the world. Give us £60 million for him, please. Yeah, man. PSG have lost the plot. John Neves has got booked and Cucurella is holding his head. I'm not going to lie, Cucurella, he likes to roll around a lot, man. Flipping it. Get up, man. Get up, Cucurella. Come on. Oh, he pulled his hair. I'm not going to lie, yeah. He pulled his hair, but he's went, oh. He fell over like he's got sniped. He went, ugh. I'm like, bro, why are you going over like that for? Yeah, man. But you need that as well. In your team, yeah, you need scumbags. Is there going to be a red? Oh, a yellow card is enough, bro. What do you mean? Is that it? Bro, that can't be a red. If pulling some, let's have a little tug on someone's hair is a red. Tugging on someone's hair is the same as pulling someone back. Using a body part to put that you booked him because you saw him pulling back. Whoa. Whoa, I'm confused, people. So pulling hair is violent conduct. Oh man, okay, that's a new rule. So if I pull someone's arm back, I get yellow. But if I pull him back and I tug his hair, it's violent conduct. Someone needs to explain that to me. Why can't I see that? Why is my brain not interpreting it as different? Your hair is not actually your body. If anything, the punishment, yeah, for pulling back hair, which doesn't have to be long, you've chosen for it to be long. The punishment for pulling back hair, which is not actually your body, it's dead, right? Your hair's not even alive. Should be less than the punishment for pulling your arm or your leg back, which, no? Logically, shouldn't that be, no? How is just doing that, just tugging man's hair, red card, but kicking a man in his ankle is yellow. I'm confused, people. I don't get it. Because he didn't slap him. He just pulled. I don't know, people. I feel like I need that to be explained to me. Why that's a red? Because a yellow card seems fine to me for that. That's a yellow card challenge. You pulled him back. You pulled his hair back. I don't know, man. It's very strange, people. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the game.
Maybe it's because they consider it like premeditated because he was away from him and then he decided to pull his hair rather than even more annoyed and already tangled.
Yeah, but that basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I hear you. It's premeditated, but that should be no different. Yeah, from when I saw Cole Will literally pull a man back for 10 seconds. He's trying to get away, and Cole Will just held him back, and Cole Will was given a yellow card for holding him back. He just held. I don't know. It's just interesting. I feel like to get a red card for that. Oof, oof. I think that's too much, people. I think that's nothing. Has Gyökeres signed, people? I'm seeing that Gyökeres is signed. Let me see if Gyökeres is signed.
Agreement in principle for Yoko's 63.5 plus 10 mil add-ons.
Oh, people, it's getting closer. Oh my lord, PSG should have scored. I can't believe that. The deal between Arsenal and Sporting for Victor Gyökeres is now being sealed tonight with all parties involved. After agents' decision to reduce his 10% compensation,
Yeah, it looks like he's waived his.
Arsenal will pay initial fee worth 63.5 million plus 10 million add-ons. It's so very, very interesting that because the way that Sporting were talking, yeah, where they were acting like they were never going to accept 60 million euros. They always wanted more. They always wanted at least 70 million euros, at least. But it looks like they've given in and they're going to accept 63 million plus 10 in add-ons, which is 73 million. Here we go very soon, people. So yeah, it's done.
He genuinely believes that in Poland, if this gets 27, he will have better numbers than Chris has.
So it looks like it's done, people. Gyökeres to Arsenal is done. This is serious news. Very, very serious because everyone was complaining about Arsenal's window. But guess what? Gyökeres arguably is the missing piece of Arsenal's jigsaw. They got Zubimendi. Now they've got Gyökeres. If they can get Heze over the line, yes, they've got flipping Noni Madueke, and I'm not in a camp. I'm not in a camp to say no. I'm not in the camp of Noni Madueke is shit. Would I sign Madueke? Would I be excited if Man United signed him? Not really. But Madueke isn't dog doo doo. Like there's a player in there. You can get something out of him, and if he's going to be backup, he might not be. He might play on the left. But if he's going to be backup, then cool. Yes, it's quite expensive for a backup player if he's going to be backup, but it is what it is. What it is. But Gyökeres, if Arsenal can get Gyökeres and then get Heze afterwards, that will be a very good window for Arsenal. Zubimendi, Gyökeres, Eze. That's not a bad window. And all of a sudden, Arsenal are looking serious again. So, like I said, guys, it's been reported everywhere. Gyökeres deal to Arsenal is more or less complete. It's more or less done. Maybe Arsenal are watching this match. Maybe Arsenal are watching Chelsea dominate PSG and it's called Sporting and said, let's do the deal quickly now because we're scared that Chelsea are going to get past us. So we need Gyökeres right now. Maybe, who knows? The Club World Cup, yeah, has definitely had an impact on the deals, how deals are made, who's making deals, how much money is spent. This thing has definitely changed the course of a lot of transfers, I think, and transfer decisions, this competition. But yeah, people, Gyökeres to Arsenal is more or less done. The dream of Gyökeres to Manchester United is over. I did say on this channel many times, people, that until I see agreement in place, I'm always going to think there's like a 5% chance he can still come to Man United. But it's all but done now. He's going to go to Arsenal. He's going to be an Arsenal player. He's scored, or he's got at least 50 goals and assists this year. He's been a machine for the whole year. He's been a machine for the last 2 years in that league. And of course, Arsenal are just hoping that he does something similar in the Premier League. And I feel like, while he won't get 50 GA, of course not. But if he can get half of that, 25 GA, then he's had a good season. He's had a good season. And yes, the Portuguese league isn't the best league in the world, but if you know how to play, if you know how to score, no matter what league in the world, if you know how to find a bottom corner, you're not going to lose that just going to a different league. You might have less time on the ball, less time to shoot, and therefore have to be quicker. But if you're good at shooting, then you're good at shooting. That doesn't change. So well done, Arsenal. Pussy-holes. Well done. You've got a good striker, I believe. And who knows, maybe if you had this striker 2 seasons ago, you would have won the league already. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. From a Manchester United perspective, seeing this Chelsea team totally dominate PSG, it's not looking good. Knowing that Arsenal have finally wrapped up the deal for Gyökeres, not looking good, bruv. None of these things are good. So, I don't know, guys. It hasn't been a great day for Manchester United. And we're still dilly-dallying over the Mbumo deal. Still dilly-dallying over the Mbumo deal.
So that you guys, once you sign Mourinho, which you believe will happen before the end of this week, you're on to another midfielder on the striker.
Okay. So they say. Gyökeres. I can't believe this Chelsea team are going to be called the best team in the world. They qualified. I don't even know how you qualify for this competition. Coefficients and how well you do in the club competitions. I mean, Chelsea, that's it, guys. World Club Champions, Chelsea. Chelsea, who finished fourth in their domestic league, can say that, well, I guess they can say they're the best team in the world. Chelsea. Cole Palmer. What a win. What a win. Fully dominated this PSG team. PSG never laid a glove on Chelsea all game. They huffed and they puffed and did nothing. They did nothing. This has been a total dominance. Yeah. If you don't know how to handle defeat, you're gonna get angry. I always say this: somebody who's been coddled all their life and just wins all the time, when you're not losing you're used to losing and you lose, you don't know how to act. And this is a PSG team that have beaten better teams than this Chelsea team. It's a PSG team that's beaten everybody, and like I said, better teams than Chelsea. So to lose so convincingly, look at Luis. Wow,
He pushed João Pedro and what's it? He slapped him.
wow. The manager just hit João Pedro. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Why was João Pedro even like pushing the manager away, bro? You usually handle the manager with a bit more respect than that. So I think, but I didn't even know what the manager was doing. But that's why I couldn't be a footballer, people, because I'd want to fight. I'd want to fight. I'd want to be like, come, let's fight right now. I'm gonna punch you up right now.
He's trying to separate his players, but they're not all fighting.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. Look at us, man. We always make excuses. We're allowed to fight and we're allowed to be emotionally unstable and lash out because it's football. Tell that to a woman who's on her period. Is she allowed to be emotionally unstable too? No, she's not allowed. But I can be because I'm playing football. But yeah, crazy, man. I can't believe Chelsea have won, man. Chelsea have won today. Arsenal have won today by landing Gyökeres. And Man United are still trying to get Mbemo over the line. We are a finished football club. We are done. We are finished, people. We are done out here. Look what this Chelsea team is doing to PSG. And we couldn't beat Tottenham. We couldn't beat Spurs in the Europa League final. And look at this Chelsea team with one signing. They started João Pedro up front. The only new signing was João Pedro up front. And that was it. And they totally dominated this PSG side. And they're going to make more signings. They're probably going to get a nice amount of money once more for winning this competition. So not only do you get loads of money for finishing top four, not only do you get loads of money for qualifying for the Champions League, but this competition gives all of these teams loads more money. So it's like, how do we now compete against all of that financial clout that these teams in this competition will now receive? All the money they will now receive for being in this competition as well. So Chelsea are doing their thing, man. Chelsea they're a very ruthless club. They're run very well, man. And most people assume PSG were going to win today, but I just had a sneaky feeling, man. A sneaky feeling that the way that Chelsea have been playing so far, the robustness of their midfield, the strength, the athleticism of their players, and just the fact that today we saw a gassed up PSG. PSG were run out of ideas very, very quickly. They ran out of ideas very quickly. Chelsea in their low block didn't give them no space to do anything. Chelsea are the club, the first ever Club World Cup championship. The first ever, and Chelsea are the winners. It's like, it's annoying. It's annoying because Man United used to be a club in Champions League competitions. Man United used to be the club in all of these four competitions. Now we are so far away from being in a Club World Cup, so far away from being in a Champions League. We have fallen so far away. And the saddest thing about how far we've fallen as a club, there are players who have been in our team for the last 5 years who have fallen with us, and we don't want to get rid of them. Like every player, yeah, or any player that's been at Manchester United over 4 years now should leave the club. Because the last 4 years we failed. Luke Shaw, Rashford, Sancho, even though Sancho hasn't played for 2 years. Bruno, I don't care. Every player who's played and been involved in us being 15th, every player who's played and been involved in our decline needs to get rid of them and start afresh. But we won't do that. The minute we spoke about selling Bruno to raise money for our rebuild, all you fucking idiots, Man United fans, started crying. You're one of the reasons why we're so far away. Do you think Chelsea would have hesitated? Chelsea wouldn't have hesitated. They would have sold Bruno, got the 100 million, bought about 2 or 3 midfielders, gotten Boomer over the line. New team, fresh start. It's annoying seeing all the other teams that we used to compare ourselves to, that we used to compete with, act like proper clubs, get signings done quickly and efficiently, and still seeing Manchester United, who finished 15th, not act like they finished 15th. We're acting like we finished second, the way that we're, the slow way that we're moving, tedious way that we're moving. Gyökeres has signed to Arsenal now. He's there. And he's going to play against us in the first game, and he's probably going to slap at least 2 or 3 goals past us in the first game. Even though some people in my chat, British Bulldog included, think we're somehow going to beat Arsenal. And that sort of confidence, I need that confidence. I want that confidence. I don't have it right now. I don't know where it's from. It's not based on anything objective because we're crap. So it's just hope and hopium and copium. But this is dead, people. It's dead. Well done, Chelsea. Pussy-oles. Pussy-oles. Well done, Arsenal, for Gyökeres. I just hope. Now, listen, the agenda has to start. The agenda has to start. I hope Gyökeres doesn't hit the ground running. I hope he's just a big fish in a small pond. I hope it's just the Portuguese league that's making him look good. And I hope that now that he's in the English league, he's going to look so dead. He's going to miscontrol the ball. The ball's going to bounce off his feet. I hope he misses the open goal. Listen, the agenda has to start. He's now signed to my number 1 ops. I know Liverpool probably should be Man United's number 1 ops, but as someone who lives in London and has to listen to Arsenal fans all the time, Arsenal are the number 1 ops, and this guy has signed for them. So I don't wish anything good for him. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. So it is what it is, people. Decent game to watch. Chelsea did very well. Made PSG look normal. But we move, people. We move. Anyway, big up the chat. Slow moving chat today. Not a lot of people on, but it is what it is. My first watch along for a long time. So we will go again as usual. And we keep it moving, people. Anyway, big up yourselves. Have a good evening, people. And we'll be back very soon. I'll probably be back tomorrow evening to do my evening show, and where we can properly talk about this Gyökeres situation and properly talk about, the club situation. But yeah, Chelsea right now, we're seeing scenes of them celebrating over the moon. I can't believe Chelsea. You'd think that the winner of this competition would be like a Man City, a PSG, a Madrid. Wait, were Liverpool even in this competition? I don't even think Liverpool were in this competition. It's such a strange competition. Why didn't Liverpool qualify? How Chelsea qualified, but Liverpool haven't? Like, it's such a strange competition. And why are Inter Miami in this competition? I'm not gonna lie, yeah, this competition is a Bandulu competition. The rules are made up. FIFA made up the rules. They've selected whoever they wanted in the competition. The payouts are absolutely enormous. Like I keep saying, it's almost like, whoa, like how have you generated so much money to pay these clubs so much money? This competition, for me, is paving the way for the Super League. The American audience, all that money, only a selected few teams. We don't know how the teams are selected. We can all be told by FIFA it's how you do in the Champions League, it's how you do in the Premier League, it's coefficient points and all these things. It's done over a 4-year period. All of these things that they say that it's done over. Unless we see the table, unless we see the stats, unless we see the points, I need FIFA to release the table of points and show me all the clubs that have qualified for this and why. Unless they do that, I'm always going to think this thing is some sort of fake, Bandulu, dodgy, brown envelope competition. Just to make more money. And that's it. Anyway. Like I said, it is what it is, people. Big up yourselves. I hope you've enjoyed the show. And we will be back